just, wow. You know, it's like the people over at Fox News just woke up today and said, hey, how about we talk about those black people that live in this country? They exist, right? We usually never mention them unless there's something bad to say, but, you know, if it's Obama's economy, then we should just go for the jugular, find the worst number that's out there to rub it in. I would just like to say welcome, mainstream media, to reality. Yeah, at 16.7%, black unemployment is a huge problem in this country, but it's been one for a while. If you look back at every month of this year, black unemployment was always much higher than overall unemployment. In July, it was 15.9%. In June, it was 16.2%. In May, it was also 16.2%. I'm not going to keep going, but I think you get the point. It's been bad. It's a really big problem and one that needs to be addressed.
We're going to force our government to do their job properly. If they don't, we will. It is a very troubling time in the United States of America. We are in the era of so-called post-racial harmony with all people, but black people are being murdered all over America, and we get the same treatment time and time again. So we're saying to President Obama, you got to do your job on this one, buddy. We don't need a beer. We don't need to laugh and have a good time. Our children are dying. And so white America, we have given you 400 years to get it right, and you still have failed black people. We're not even citizens in this country. We're still third-class citizens. And so today, as black men, we must stand up in America. We must declare to white America, time is up for you. No longer can you kill black people.
Policymakers are not delivering on our hopes and dreams. In fact, the dreams of our country stand deferred and drowned in debt. Sadly, in the face of growing income inequality, our president chose to transfer over $23 trillion of our hard-earned money to the bankers and financial elite, who didn't have to work hard at all for it, just tank our economy. So huddled in fear, we pray together that the flu, a hurricane, the Great Depression, or the next terrorist attack doesn't hit us. Now, given all these problems, what do our leaders do? Bomb, maim, and kill people on the other side of the planet whose resources certain powerful people in this country want to steal and whose territory occupies the land necessary for global conquest. Instead of investigating war criminals in the Bush administration, President Obama has chosen to become one. Our president is now complicit in torture, war crimes, crimes against humanity, and crimes against the peace. So what are we to do? We will not give up and we will not go away. We are not so demoralized that we can't see the truth. We know that lies are not truth, ignorance is not strength, and war is not peace. We see the power of the ballot in Latin America, where voters in unrigged elections are choosing freedom. Our freedom is under siege as much right here as it is in Haiti or Honduras. If U.S. politics was truly democratic, then we would not have war. That's why I support Senator Gravel's National Initiative Project. Who has $100 million of their own money to spend to get elected, like New York's mayor did? We are ready to act on our dreams, to create the kind of change that graduates students from college free of charge, that treats medical ailments free of charge, that reflects our interests, not the special interests, that elects peace candidates to Congress, and that elects a peace president too. While our fellow Americans are afraid to get sick, struggle to keep a job, educate their children, stave off foreclosure, and make ends meet, we will not rest. As long as bombs drop and civilians die, we will not rest. While the oligarchs and the war machine get our money, we will not rest. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. lamented that both political parties failed to take a stand for what was right. He said that our scientific power had outstripped our spiritual power, that we possessed guided missiles and misguided men. Well, President Obama, don't be misguided. Stop shielding war criminals from justice in our courts. Stop supporting the Patriot Act and spying against us environmentalists and peace activists. Stop granting power to the Federal Reserve. Close Guantanamo. Stop torture and rendition. Secret prisons and building military bases all over the planet. President Obama, stop the saber rattling at Iran. Stop the drones and depleted uranium. Stop bombing Somalia. Stop using war as an energy policy. And finally, stop bankrupting our nation. We will not stop. We will not rest. And our peace candidates will win.
Those who are supposed to and took the oath to defend the Constitution of the United States. There are those in government that will murder you, plan your death, while you express your right of freedom of speech, freedom of assembly, or whatever your right under the Constitution may be. They will murder you because you threaten something that benefits them, or you are exposing something that benefits them. So those who are part of Occupy Wall Street, even though you are expressing your constitutional rights, or maybe some might say privileges, those in the upper echelons of government don't view you as a friend, because with your crying, with your protesting, you are shedding light on something that's always been there, but many people ignore. Some folks just don't want to see. And some folks, because of their ignorance, they didn't know it was there. And so they have to shut you up, they have to do something about you, because you may cause others to see.
Oh, fuck. Hey, back up, back up, back up. What happened? You got shot. What's your name? 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 Shit. You have a right, and I have a right, and our ancestors have a right to hate those who hate us, who have caused you or me harm. How can you dare tell a woman not to hate the man that raped her? How can you tell a mother not to hate the one who murdered her son? You have a right to hate. You have a right. That's a natural feeling. It is unnatural to love those who hurt you. Love those who cause you pain. Even in the animal kingdom, you don't see an expression of love toward those other animals that were created to hunt and eat you. So we are living among a people
And the only thing we've done is take it. The only problem with hatred is when it is unjustified hatred. You don't know me. I don't know you. You hate me because I wear a blue shirt. You hate me because I wear eyeglasses. All this petty mumbo-jumbo malarkey. You hate me simply because I'm black. And see, in this nation, that's how it has been for a long time and still is for black folks. We are hated simply because of the color of our skin. We don't have to do nothing. Just be born dark. That's unjustified hatred. When we hear black folks talk, when I hear you talk, I don't hear the talk of a so-called black racist. I hear a person that's talking the truth, expressing hurt and pain. Not simply because, oh, you white, because you Caucasian, or whatever you're supposed to be. Not simply because you are guilty or you are associated with those who have caused we as individuals or our ancestors harm. And we should have the right to hate. As Jewish people, they hate German Nazis. They still, in 2011, continue to hunt down and try to track down anybody they think is a Nazi. They should forget the past. The slave owners and the children of the slave owners in this nation, they have not been punished, not one, for what they have done to our people. Those who were behind Jim Crow, those who were behind the bombing of Black Wall Street, those who were behind the countless murders, the lynchings, and the rapes of our people, nobody is being punished. And you think that we're supposed to be happy? Your slaves are happy. Your Uncle Tom, dark Europeans, they are happy because they have succumbed to your trick. So I want to speak to my sister, Miss Maxie 74, because I don't want you to fall for the trick.